Hi students, in this tutorial we are going to learn how to solve questions on ratio and proportions. These questions come in paper 1, section B in particular. Sometimes they do come under section A but rare. Most times they come under section B. So there are only two important things you need to remember when you're solving questions on ratio and proportion. One is whatever ratios they give you, you have to add them. That's all. So if here, like here, the way they've given us 1, 2, 3 to 5, we add everything. That's step number 1. Then another important thing you need to know under ratios is you are supposed to pay attention to the order in which names or things have been listed. Okay, so for example, the ratio of the number of men to women, so here men to women. Okay, so meaning the first ratio represents men and then the second ratio represents what? The women. So you take that and pair it with the ratio you've been given. So these are men and these are women. Okay, so 3 girls. So if there are 3 girls, if there were names, we are going to get according to how they are listed. Let's say if we're Jane, Melissa, and maybe Elizabeth, you give them the ratios in the order they've been mentioned. Okay, so like here, money was shared between Peter and John. Okay, so meaning even for the ratios, you start with Peter and then John. So this is Peter and that's John. So just 2 important things for ratios. Number 1, remember that you add everything they give you. Number 2, always take note of the order of the names or the objects they've listed. Do not jumble the order, because once you do, the answer will be wrong. Okay, so let's start solving. The first question is from 2023. 3 girls shared 2,700 kwacha in the ratio 1 to 3 to 5. How much was the largest share? So this question, there's no need for you to find the ratio of 1, 3, 5 separately. Just use your common sense and see that 5 there will be the biggest ratio. So just find the ratio of 5. That's it. If they say what was the smallest share, you would have just calculated the ratio of 1. So our first step was to add everything together, right? So we solve this the same when we do probability. We add everything. So 1 plus 3 plus 5. What does it give us? Check, what does it give us? That gives us 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 5, that's 9. Okay? So now, how do you calculate the ratio? It will be the ratio, we said this is 9. The ratio you're looking for over the overall ratio multiplied by the actual amount or the total number of things you've been given. So here, the largest ratio is 5. So we'll do 5 over 9 multiplied by what's the total amount? 2,700. Remember, no calculators. You're not allowed to use calculators at grade 9. So you see how you can best get simplify. 9 into 27 goes 3 times. Then into 0, 0, into 0, 0. So it will be 5 multiplied by, this is what? We said this is 3. So 300 multiplied by 5, meaning the largest share was 1,500 kwacha. That's all, without any stress. 2024 GCE paper. The ratio of the number of men to women at a wedding was 3 to 5, respectively. And they've used the word respectively, meaning the first one is the men and the second one is the what? The women. If there were 25 women at the wedding, find the number of men, okay? We find the number of men, number 2. So here, what we add first, 3 plus 5 gives us 8. And to find the number of men, meaning we get 3 over 5 multiplied by the total number of people at this wedding. But do we know them? No, we don't know the total number. So what are we going to do? But we've been given the number of women that are here. So meaning we can find the total number of guests at this wedding using the number of women. So number of women will be 5 over 8, or this is supposed to be 8, sorry, 5 over 8 multiplied by, we don't know the total number of guests, so we'll put maybe y equals, how many women were here? 25. Okay, so when we multiply this by this will give us 5y equals 5 by 8, 25 by 8, sorry, will give us 200. We divide by 5 on both sides, and y is 5 into 20 for 5 into 0, 0. So there were the total number of guests at this wedding was 40. And from this 40, we are told that 25 are women already. So to know the number of men, we just say 40 minus 25. And this gives us 15. So there were 15 men. And this is a type they like most times for ratios. Because this one, they know it's straightforward. You're going to get it right. This one has a bit of some thinking to do. So please practice. Question 3 is similar to question 2. So from 2022, the question is, an amount of money was shared between Peter and John in the ratio 2:3. If John got 600 kwacha, calculate the amount of money shared. So meaning in this case, just like here, you don't know the amount that was shared. Here you don't know the amount. Here you also didn't know the total guess. So what do we do? So we do 2 plus 3 is what? 5. Which one represents John? Peter and John. So meaning 3 is for John. So it will be 3 over 5 multiplied by, we don't know how much was there, but we know that John got a 600 kwacha. So 3 by x, that's 3x equals 600 multiplied by 5. 3x is equal to 300 by 5 will give us 3,000, if I'm not mistaken. 5 by 0, that's 0. 5 by 0, another 0. 5 by 6, that's 30. Yeah, I was correct. It's 3,000. We divide by 3 on both sides. X will give us 3 into 3, 1. 3 into the zeros, 0, 0, 0. So the total amount of money that was shared was 1,000 and John got 600. So if they were to ask you how much money did Peter get, you just say 1,000 minus 600, which will give you a 400 kwacha. Remember to practice questions, both GCE and the internal papers from 2024 all the way down up to 2013. Like, comment, and subscribe.